Okay. Hi, my name is Monica Navarro, and my partner is...
I'm Erin Meier.
And we are doing Buddhism and the Afterlife.
So the first topic that we want to talk about is karma. Karma is a really misconstrued topic in Buddhism. So in Buddhism, every person has karma, and it's something that's constantly. So it could be either positive or negative, and it's directly related to a person's actions, thoughts, and beliefs. So that's why it's constantly just going back and forth between positive and negative, because it's things that can be even out of someone's control. The goal in Buddhism is to gain enough good karma to cancel out the bad. And the reason that Buddhists want to do this is because having good karma is needed to attain nirvana.
Basically, when you ask people what they know about Buddhism, all they say is like, oh, karma and karma, but they don't know like the full extent of how like serious it is to some people, and for it to be like related to the afterlife, what you do in this life and like your karma in this life will affect you in your next one. Like when you are reborn, it'll affect where you start out in your rebirth. And it's just a cycle that keeps going. So you reach nirvana. The next thing we're talking about is rebirth, because after, obviously, you pass away, Buddhism believes that you get reborn. You can be reborn into different animals, plants, another person. You can be reborn into anything. And it's basically just a cycle of being reborn until you reached enough good karma to reach nirvana.
Yeah, and so whenever Buddha became enlightened, he was able to see all of his past lives. And Buddhists also don't believe in a soul. They believe in that people are a collection of God's energies. So a lot of critics say, oh, well, if you have no soul, how can you be reborn? But they kind of see it as you are still who you are because of your thoughts and your energy. And although you're changing and you're reborn, you're still recognizable on your thoughts and energy.
Next one. Do you want to start off, or do you want me to?
Sure. So nirvana is something that has come in the Western world kind of like oh, I need to reach nirvana, it's just peaceful or even a band. But nirvana is very important for Buddhists. It's kind of the main goal of Buddhism. It has the literal translation of cleansing, which is kind of important because nirvana means that suffering that you experience in your life and getting rid of all of that. So you have to get rid of any hatred, delusion, any negative thoughts, nirvana, which you have to be in enlightenment in order to reach nirvana. And you can't have any negative mental space, such as anxiety, stress, depression, in order to reach nirvana. And so basically, the reason that Buddhists have being reborn is because they don't reach nirvana because of all of the stress, anxiety, and everything, and they just keep being reborn until they can reach that. And because no one really knows what's afterlife, people tend to speculate on what nirvana is or what it looks like, and they're really focused on being not to focus on that, but just how to focus on how to get it.
It's kind of also like instead of focusing on the future and like what's going to happen then, it's more like focusing on what you're doing today to better your tomorrow. It's just how to get to nirvana is like the main goal. The next thing is the intermediate state. It is also known as Bardo. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I hope I am. It's basically the state in between when you're recently deceased and when right before you're reborn. Like your energy has to go somewhere and be able to like adjust and fix itself before it gets reborn. And the reason that a lot of people think that this is more like a middle ground, it's just to help your energy once again to readjust and like collect itself and be good, be better for the next life that you're about to live. And we have Buddhism versus other religions. For Buddhism and the afterlife, it's a lot different than a lot of other religions because some religions believe that once you die, that's it. You go to like a heaven or a hell. In Buddhism, you get reborn and reborn again until you reach your goal, which is nirvana.
Yeah, and so like we said before, once you reach nirvana, your suffering is ended and you're no longer reborn. And so I read an analogy that I thought was kind of cool, where when a flame goes out, it combusts into different chemicals, and that's kind of like being reborn or reaching nirvana in Buddhism. Is you don't really disappear just because you're ended. It's just you're transforming yourself. And that's very different than other religions. So Christianity believes in heaven and hell, and they also have a judgment day, and that's very similar to Islam as well. They also have a judgment day, and they believe in heaven and hell as well, but they sometimes call it paradise instead of heaven. And Judaism believe in an afterlife, but they don't really have a concrete idea of what heaven is, and some don't believe in heaven, some do. So it's kind of on it is.
And then like for like the intermediate state for Christianity and some other religions is more like purgatory because it's a place between heaven and hell. But in Buddhism, they believe in getting reborn. And so a lot of people compare purgatory to the intermediate state simply because it's like a state in between your two like lives.
Yeah. And I think another thing that's really different about Buddhism is with mostly every other religion, you're living your life, if you think about it, really selfishly because you want to end up in heaven instead of hell. You're going to do a bunch of things to try to get yourself somewhere where you're not going to suffer for the rest of eternity. But in Buddhism, there's no afterlife. There's nothing to, like, I guess, look forward to or try to save yourself from. It's really just doing good while you can, while you're here, throughout all of your rebirths until you disappear into nothing. And I think that's kind of selfless versus selfish in other religions.
I agree with you because like in Buddhism we have nirvana, and so like with nirvana it's like your goal, but you're not supposed to focus on it as much as like your karma and everything else that can help you reach it. And with Christianity and stuff, their main focus is like, oh, you did this really bad today, you're not going to go to heaven or you're not going to go to hell. So you have to like lead a straight path. As for Buddhism, if you do something bad in one life, you have to face the consequences, and then but at the end you still get reborn, and so you have a chance to fix your mistakes and you have a chance to better yourself over time, rather than in Christianity where it's like, oh, you did something bad, like you're not going to be forgiven, you're going to go to hell. And it's just, Buddhism is just more of like it's more like of a moral sense, like something, you do something good, something good is going to happen to you. You do something bad's going to happen to you. In Christianity, like when you do something good, all you get is like it's like a step higher to reach to heaven, which is your goal. And I just think Buddhism is a lot better because it helps people with like their mentalities and things like that, simply because you have to think about, if I do this, what are my consequences? And it's just like, since it's a reoccurring cycle of like karma, it's just better.
And it also gives you like sort of like a coping mechanism with a lot of stuff that you face through life, because like stress, depression, anxiety, like it kind of, if you practice the right way and you find something that works for you, whether it's meditation, prayer, anything that helps you reach that enlightenment and then eventually get to nirvana, like it helps you deal with stuff, I think, in a better way than say Christianity, where you're just praying to God to do this for you or to help me in this, but you're kind of and using your mind to really get the results that you want. That eventually leads to nirvana, and then all suffering is included. So it all lies with you, and that's a lot different as well.
I also think Buddhism really helps with like the coping of death, because because I grew up Roman Catholic, so me, now that I'm older, when I see that somebody has passed away, all I think is like, oh, I'm never going to see this person again. Like, they're just gone forever. Like, they've gone to heaven or they've gone to hell forever. Like, I'm never going to be able to see them again or meet them again. And Buddhism, since people are being able to be reborn, it's just like it's like a more comforting feeling to know that their energy and like how this person will once return to this earth, rather than like they're just gone forever and their soul is gone and it's been taken. There's not much to do.
I went and visited our professor's temple for the first weekend where they had the parents weekend where they honored their parents, and he was talking about how we need to adopt animals from shelter because we never know if that could be one of our ancestors. So we want to take care of them and love them. And I thought that was really interesting because I've never even heard like that perspective before. Like, I've only heard, rescue animals because you don't want them in there, or you need to help them because someone who's going to treat them bad or whatever. But I've never heard it like that. And then also, like what you said about how it helps grieving death. In Christianity, death is seen as something sad because we're grieving for ourselves, so of course we're sad because we're no longer going to see that person anymore. But at the temple, whenever we were honoring our parents, they gave us roses, and they would ask us, you would get red if you had both parents, you would get pink if you only had one parent alive, and then white if no one was alive anymore. Your parents. And no one was sad. Everyone was like really happy, and you could tell that that's kind of normal in Buddhism because I guess they're raised with that idea that death is something that's going to happen and it's okay and it's good and all of that stuff. And so it's kind of different when you're raised one way, where I know, at least for me, no one really talks about death until it happens, and then you're blindsided by it. Like, oh, whereas for them it's normal and they're very respectful about it. And I mean, of course, I'm sure they were sad when it happened, but it's a different kind of sad.
Yeah, because I feel like it's more of a, like, we know that you did good in your life, so we know that you're going to be good for your next one. And like Christianity and stuff, like, I grew up Catholic, so we also never talked about death. And so like, it's super interesting for me to like be hearing this stuff and like knowing about the afterlife and how like you can be reborn and stuff, because it just makes me feel better about like knowing that one day somebody in my family might pass and it's still going to be okay because they can be reborn into like another thing. and they can still be a part of my life.
Or they reach a certain level of nirvana and they have no more suffering at all.
Yeah. Like right now, I have my dog. Her name is Reina. I never thought in like a million years, or at least till I was in like through college, that I was gonna have my own pet, like a dog that I have to take care of all the time. But now, like I feel like I've met her before because she knows when I'm worried. She knows like when something's wrong. Like she's there for me, and so I honestly think she's my soulmate. Like
that's what I say about my cat. I think my cat is my grandma. And I'm serious. I said this before I even took this class. I would tell my mom, I swear my cat is either my grandma or my cousin, because I feel like I know her and I feel like she has this like deep love for me that like I know animals are capable of love, but like it's like on another level.
Mm-hmm. It's just you feel a stronger connection with this animal rather than like any other animal.
Yeah, and I mean, I have another cat and I have other pets and stuff, but like I always told my mom that's my grandma, and she thought I was crazy. And then I took this class and I'm like, no, mom, it's a thing.
And I think that's super interesting that you can be reborn into other things, because like if I always just thought like you could be reborn into like another human person.
Mm-hmm.
You can be reborn into anything. You can be reborn into like a plant, into like an animal. It's just amazing to me that you can experience different lives like throughout reaching nirvana.
And that also helps. That's like a huge, well, that is the reason that Buddhists are vegans and nonviolent and respect the earth and the plants and everything that exists, because I mean it's one thing to love and respect and take care of animals and plants and everything, because this is the planet that we live on. But it's another thing to have a whole other respect for that, because it could be someone's ancestor, or your ancestor, or that's a huge thing, I think. Take care of the planet, not only because we live here, but that could be someone's life.
And I know a lot of people like around my age, or like relatives and stuff, that we grew up, like our parents grew up like strictly Catholic, Christian, like we grew up strict with these religions. But now that we're getting older and like we're experiencing stuff and we're seeing things for ourselves, a lot of my friends and stuff, like I told them I was taking this class and they were like super interested in like finding out like all this information that I was learning, because they also heard about like in Buddhism you get reborn and stuff. And like it's just, Buddhism is, I believe, better not only for like us ourselves, but it's better for like the planet, the environment, and just overall helping everybody.
It's just peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's basically all it is being about, is like if you're peaceful, then you're gonna get peacefulness returned to you. And so it's just a constant, like if you do good, you're getting good back in return, and then you don't have to suffer at the end. So it's just better.
It's a win-win.
Mm-hmm. And then we have just our works cited, our references. I got a lot of mine from the book, actually. Like my information, I got a lot of it from the book, because the book is actually like really, really helpful.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't even have to look in the book on karma, because I did a whole discussion, like a reading response about it. So I remembered everything, but some other little stuff I had to look at.
Yeah, but it's like basic little. Okay, and that is it for our presentation. Do you have anything else you want to say before I end the recording?
No, I don't think so.
Well, this is it.